Okay. Al2Cl6 decomposes into AlCl3, right, in this 250 cm cube closed vessel. Yeah, they maintain temperature at 500 and the pressure at equilibrium, okay, is actually this pressure. So the average MR of the equilibrium is found to be so much, okay. So if you try to draw AlCl3, you know that it looks like that. Okay, we did this in chem bonding. So AlCl3 is like this. So the bond angle is trigonoplanar, is 120. But if you try to draw Al2Cl6, you should know it looks like this. It forms a dimer. Okay, it forms a dimer. And Cl, because Al only has 6 electrons, it needs 2 more. It gets the lone pair from Cl, gets the lone pair from Cl. So the shape about aluminum is actually tetrahedral. Okay, because it has actually 4 bond pairs and no lone pairs. So the angle actually becomes 109.5 actually, right? 109.5. So this answer is wrong already. Okay. Alright, okay, so for question for part 2, if you did calculate, you can actually do some calculation. Alright, you can do some calculation. They say the mass of the gaseous mixture inside was 1.5 grams. Okay, so how do you prove that? But if you look at the option, right, since 1 is wrong, actually the answer is obvious. It's going to be C really. Alright, but just let me show you very quickly. If you have to work it out, right, the pressure, we're just going to use PV equals nRT. So the pressure is 1.16 times 10 to the power 5. Volume is a closed container, so this times 10 to the power minus 6. Cm cube changed to meter cube. This is the mass which you don't know. Then you divide by the average MR, which is 214.9, then 8.31, and then multiply by the temperature, which is 500. Okay, you work it out really. If you work it out, you'll find out that mass will also be 1.50 grams. Okay, which means this statement is correct. Okay, so this one here, because it's larger, it has more significant IDID. All right, more significant IDID. It will deviate more from ideal gas behavior, so you should see a greater deviation. Okay, compared to this one, right? Compared to AlCl3, less deviation. All right, so this last statement is also correct. Okay, so answer is 2 and 3. Right, 2 and 3.